beyond tourism, travel to dialogue movement are really glad in opening the Life Beyond Tourism Info Day in Ulyanovsk in collaboration with the foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture. I would also like to express our appreciation to the director, Madame Tatiana Evshina, for having subscribed the Memorandum of Understanding that has given the birth, official birth, to our collaboration. Last Friday, 18th of June, the exhibition, Florence in the World in Florence, and we opened a special web page and disseminate to our international network. And congratulations on all the essays and articles that have been sent to us today. A very important moment for you, but also and moreover for us in Florence. In that regard, I would like to thank Ms. Diana Kovela, Deputy Director of the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture, and Mr. Yevgeny Miller, Head of the Department of External Relations of the Governor's Administration, for their opening message and the words delivered. We are glad also that Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture has entered in the group of the institutional member of the Life Beyond Tourism Travel to Dialogue movement. And let me confirm that a special web page in our portal has been opened to widespread internationally your initiatives. As many of you know, the purpose of the Romualdo Del Bianco Foundation and of its Life Beyond Tourism movement is to contribute in creating exchanges and interconnections between different cultures, starting from the awareness of one's own identity, while respecting diversity and involving young generation in it. Life Beyond Tourism movement does emphasize the vision of a commitment of World Heritage sites and their people as well, but not only the World Heritage, UNESCO World Heritage, but all the sites rich in visitors from different cultures to use this wealth to make themselves available to the international community, to encourage intercultural encounters, sharing, and solidarity. In details, Life Beyond Tourism is not tourism at all. It is primarily a commitment in increasing the region's awareness and interest of young people in local cultural identity and their capacity in contributing to the attractiveness of the sites they live in and work and study and grow, and to the cohesive territorial development based on mutual respect and intercultural dialogue between the local communities and visitors' communities. In other words, it is a proposal for a new cultural and commercial offer with the new ethics, where local community, I would say learning communities, become travelers inclusive by transforming the hasty visitor into temporary resident, by making local art and culture as effective factors of intercultural encounters and dialogue beyond tourism, far beyond tourism, life beyond tourism. Nowadays, the international programs of the Live Beyond Tourism Info Days marks a new turning point in our action, because from the scientific aspects like conferences, seminars, and larger events, and educational activities like workshop, courses, seminars produced so far, now we all together turn to make them part of an operational experience on site, to actively cooperate for the cultural, economic, and human development of their community through the practical implementation of the Foundation Live Beyond Tourism methodology. We know that the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture is creating an important working group of people today attending this meeting. And we are welcoming you all. And we are sure that by this experience, you will learn about Live Beyond Tourism by attending our e-learning courses and project guidelines. And Simone will describe it later. Produce a cultural storytelling on Ulyanovsk region by implementing the Live Beyond Tourism methodology, a work that, according to the Live Beyond Tourism criteria, put into light the authenticity of your local cultural expressions, traditions and customs, traditional know-how, and the typical products from that know how and be bearer and conveyors, protectors, I would say, of those values and knowledges in the international community of the foundation. And of course, contribute with your creativity to enhance the international visibility of your region by and through our portal, social, newsletter initiatives, thus promoting the travelers for values in flow and travelers inclusive communities. And take part to the international festival that we will held in Florence next November, 25th, 26th, that ideally will unite youngsters at intercontinental level in the growth of their awareness about the importance in interpreting their own culture and communicating it strategically, even with images. And further details, Simone will give them to you. So by taking part in this project and displaying your Live Beyond Tourism cultural storytelling on your region, either in the portal and in Florence during the festival, we all be committed in increasing the region's awareness and interest of young people and local community in their original cultural resources, as well as increase the activities in terms of number of potential flow of visitors who are sincerely moved to learn and to live their experience in travel, thus contributing to the intercultural dialogue between local communities and travel community. So we believe that this is a very crucial activity that can be, let's say, it's not an inventory, it's not a mapping activity, it's not a research project, but it's a cultural storytelling. So it can be read in a transversal way by all different subjects and different kind of people. So reach the interest of the widest community we can approach. So we have to highlight what are our roots, what are our backgrounds, and present them as the first part of our heritage. Through any means, we decide to dedicate it, the picture as a first tool of a presentation, because you don't need to know different languages. You don't need to have special skills to see a picture, to watch a picture, but by deepening the information through the program that Life Beyond Tourism has developed, it's a way to go deeper and make interest increase. So by doing this, of course, we promote a civic engagement, engender a sense of awareness and belongings, and contribute to foster the cohesive and inclusive community. And of course, the final point, changing tourism, and even the word tourism, into hospitality for inclusiveness, solidarity, and dialogue. So we are very confident that with your foundation, we will have a great contribution to a better interpretation of your region. And your participants will realize how the implementation of the methodology proposed by Life Beyond Tourism in their region will realize the combination of the UNESCO Convention 1972 for the World Heritage, 2003 for the safeguarding of intangible cultural heritage, 2005 for the protection and promotion of the diversity of cultural expression, and the ICOMOS ISC Charter of an Aim. Thus, we believe that your participants will live an experience that allows to deploy their intellectual potential, to enhance their professional practice and gain international experience within the network, the international network of the Romualdo Del Bianco Foundation. So our strong invitation, therefore, in the post-pandemic is to rethink the concept of interpreting heritage and travel, retracing the philosophy and practice of Life Beyond Tourism with the 2019 manifesto of the Romualdo Del Bianco Foundation, up to its 2019 appeal to the international community, which is called Heritage for Building Peace. Very soon, we will review it and share with all our international network before presenting it to the international organization. And of course, your foundation, it's highly welcomed and invited to contribute to it as well. I would like to conclude by making my deep congratulations to all the representatives and staff of the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture, all for your participation, closeness, and belief in this new multi-faceted challenge, cultural, ethical, and economic. The Foundation would like to undertake together with its most reliable and active partners, like certainly you will be. Thank you very, very much.
Спасибо большое.
Thank you very much. And I would like to give the floor Mr. Simone Gemetti.
Thank you very much, dear Ms. Kira And again, thank you very much for the introductory note by the director of the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture that remind us our common friends, our common interest, the source of our today new refreshed collaboration. I will go and share my screen for a PowerPoint presentation that is here. Okay, and I hope that you can see. Do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes, okay, excellent. So the Life Beyond Tourism Travel to Dialogue Info Day in Ulyanovsk, together with the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture. And let's go on. So in few words, the origin of Life Beyond Tourism, that it has its root in the hospitality world. It was born with the aim of promoting knowledge between countries of different cultures and contributing to the diffusion and affirmation of the universal values such as respect, harmony among people, and to struggle the degrades of the travel experience by transforming the tourism experience from a single occasion of leisure into a precious moment of encounter between subjects of different culture. Our vision, in other words, is consequently building peace in the world together with the heritage, and the travel, meetings, welcome, hospitality, communication, knowledge, protection of the personality of the places and its economy. And consequently, at the third stage, our mission is to promote the knowledge of the diversity of cultural expression from the various territories with their know-how. Here is a representation of our network, international network of contact in the world. And as Carlotta said, Life Beyond Tourism stands as a connection, a connecting point with the important UNESCO Convention 72 on World Heritage Center, on 2003 Safeguarding of Intangible Cultural Heritage, and 2005 Protection and Promotion of Diversity of Cultural Expressions. And it is Life Beyond Tourism is a combination of theoretical and scientific approach combined with a system of practical application to favor a new form of human and economic process based on heritage, knowledge, and dialogue. So it is an ethical, it is a cultural, and it is a new commercial vision of heritage sites and their role that those sites are called to play in current times. Also because whenever we talk about heritage sites, we have not to forget and we have to emphasize their capacity of attracting people and the opportunity that they offer to build and to favor interpersonal relationships. We don't have to forget and we have to deepen the opportunity to preserve and enhance the local tradition and the contemporary art and culture of the places, and their capacity, and this is a point that it's really important for the foundation, their capacity to inspire the minds, the emotion and behavior of the young generation and travelers toward the openness of knowledge and intercultural dialogue. Dialogue, tolerance, respect of cultural diversities, and the heritage sites have to be conscious of this new responsibility that the entire humankind is asking. We don't want to, or we would like to change the standard trend as depicted in that picture, where culture is just used for a selfishness purpose, and not for a purpose of creating a closer and a global interconnection, interpersonal knowledge between people. Let me share with you a video that I hope to be able, because I'm not as proficient as I would like. So this is a video that we have prepared, and I would like to raise your attention on the keywords of that appear in this video. I hope that this video is visible for you now.
Нет, пока у нас статичный экран.
Unfortunately, Simone, we can't see it. We just see the picture, and that's it. The video is not playing back. I mean, it's not playing.
So do you see?
No,
No, no, no.
no, Simone.
No. Oh.
Нет, нет.
No, unfortunately, no. We can't see the video.
Okay. Okay, I apologize, but
Prova a condividere lo schermo.
just a moment. Condividere schermo. Okay, I prefer to go on with my presentation because time is short, and okay. So again, I will care in sending you that video, the link to the video, so you will be able better than me to understand the spirit of the video itself. Going back to the presentation, and I hope that you are viewing my my slides. In other words, we would like to relaunch the territories and their cultural expressions as a means to protect them. And so, doing so, we also catch the opportunity to favor awareness and sense of belongings and ownership of the place, sharing knowledge and inclusiveness to feed the culture and the encounters, and a better quality relationship between heritage, citizens, travelers, residents, that allowed an adequate number of visitors and extension of stays. To struggle against the hitherto prevalent consumistic-oriented viewpoint of the heritage sites and privilege a people-centered approach to heritage, to privilege the quality of travel experience and benefit for destination communities over the quantity of tourism. As Carlotta was saying before, so life beyond tourism is not tourism. It is primarily a commitment in involving people to get awareness and interest in local cultural identity, and thus contributing altogether to make the sites where we live and work more attractive and more capable to promote the spirit of mutual respect, intercultural dialogue between local communities and visitor communities. So, dialogue among culture, enhance interpretation, knowledge, first of all, interpretation, communication, and enhancement of local identities and local heritage and local cultural expression. These are the two milestones of our approach. Our tools, the tools that we activated for reaching our mission. The first one is the portal Life Beyond Tourism, and we are really glad that the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture already joined that portal and opened an information page dedicated to the activity of the Ulyanovsk Foundation, and we are confident that that pages will be day by day updated with the new interesting initiatives of your foundation. And another tools that we created is the setting up a network of universities and cultural institutions that share the principle of the principle and the philosophy of Life Beyond Tourism, the so-called Life Beyond Tourism Info Point network. So a network that would like to unite universities and cultural organizations and become them an active part of program of continuous growth and international exchange on the common themes linked to the enhancement and the valorization of the identity of the region. And at the same time to share and to offer to their young generation concrete and participatory tools for helping them in evolving their vision of a global society, starting from the protection of the identity of the places. And of course, also to continue our foundation, Romualdo Del Bianco Foundation activity of internationalization, mobility, training, and job opportunity. This is, we started the creation of this network from the spring 2021. And we are glad that so far a good number of institutions and universities joined that network, as you can see in that map. But believe me, many other educational and cultural institutions are going to enter this network. Just a few examples, in Russia, in Ivanovo State University, that did what Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture is currently doing, and Riga and Durham in the UK, and then Vilnius, and then Tambov, Togliatti, Baku, Łódź, but also Bologna University. This morning we had the same presentation with the Technical University of Bratislava, and this is the list of the ready to enter organization ready to enter in the Life Beyond Tourism network. So it is a network that is enlarging, and in order to create synergies on behalf of training of their young generation. Back to Life, revitalization of places post-COVID-19 is the name of the project that the Foundation Romualdo Del Bianco is promoting and organized by the Life Beyond Tourism Travel to Dialogue movement. And again, I would like to start from the confirmation of the importance of knowledge and awareness on what is local cultural expression. Here I noted, I mentioned the definition by UNESCO. UNESCO is, I well know that Ulyanovsk has been appointed a UNESCO capital of literature in Russia in 2015. So it is something that is common in our vision, the attention to the local cultural expression as expression that result from the creativity of individual, group, and society, and that have a cultural content. So Life Beyond Tourism, Travel to Dialogue movement with its projects, Back to Life, would like to represent a tool for enhancing local art and cultural expressions and present the region, your region as a whole, valorize either the tangible and intangible heritage in its evolution, and helps to share identities and sense of place, to engender a sense of belongings and ownership, to favor the engagement of local community, and to contribute to foster income generating capacity of local cultural expressions. As an example of the local cultural expression that we would like to discover with your foundation help about the region of Ulyanovsk. And so artisan, local production, common say, typical foods, but of course also monuments, architecture, landscape, tradition, traditional know-how. So those are the elements that we would like to discover thanks to your participation in our project. Our projects, I would like to sum up that entails 4 different steps. And the first one is to the organization of the Life Beyond Tourism Info Day and the photo exhibition Florence in the World in Florence. And we, let's say, in the Foundation Ulyanovsk Capital of Culture already deliver this first step very successfully. The second step will be offering to the member of the group that you selected for our project the possibility of attending the e-learning Life Beyond Tourism Travel to Dialogue Heritage Sites as a Builder of Peace course. Then the third stage will be the preparation, the production of your cultural storytelling devoted to Ulyanovsk and its region. The fourth and last step will be your participation in the International Festival of Regional Cultural Expressions from the World in Florence in November 25 and 25th. So, Florence in the World, the exhibition, we already saw how much effectively has been opened in Ulyanovsk that exhibition that we would like to emphasize. It is not a way of celebrating Florence, its history, its beauty, its art. It is just an example that we offer how potentially could be a model of doing. But of course, any participant in that project is free to interpret their local cultural identity and to put and is free as well to present and communicate. Some technical information, but you are well aware of that. It's a panel of it's 14 panels with 3 photos depicting the architecture, the colors, the building products of Florence. What is an original aspect of that exhibition is that every panel is endowed of an NFC chip that allowed visitors to augment the capacity of discovering through the mobile phone the information and the content about the poster and what the poster depicts. And of course, this pattern of exhibition and presentation will be adopted also for the presentation of Ulyanovsk region. So your working group will be called, invited to produce a written photo, videos, and other technical form of presentation of the Ulyanovsk region cultural expressions. And a part of that presentation will be exhibited in poster, and we will care in putting in each poster in Florence during the festival, for the festival, a chip that allowed the visitors in Florence to access to the whole research that you have conducted. So some example of the picture, some example of what happened to your mobile phone when you get the mobile phone closer to each panel, with the possibility to get further information about historical feature, what to eat, what to see, other monuments, and also interact with our exhibition, with the possibility of upload your photo, of course, connected with the topic of each panel. Some places where the exhibition has been carried out so far. Still in the first step of our project, the info day, but I don't want to be longer. It's evident that now in this moment, we are living the info day, Life Beyond Tourism info day in Ulyanovsk, with my presentation that would like just to have an overview of the project and what it is expected from your working group in the coming months. The second step we will offer to your working group the possibility of attending our e-learning course on Life Beyond Tourism. That it's a short and very friendly user course, because we are well aware that we have to be concise, we have to be very practical, and to provide, and we would like to provide in 2 hours a general overview of our Life Beyond Tourism methodology, our scientific and operational achievements. The course is divided in 3 modules with a general introduction of the course. A second module is made of 2 lectures, deal with the topic of the influence of tourism on our heritage sites, its risk and opportunity. And the third module is made of 3 lectures and explore the Life Beyond Tourism world from its beginning and its milestone. This is 2 hours long, very friendly. You can access and interrupt and retake it again according to your other commitment. And of course, in coming days, I will agree with Ms. Ivanova, when it is possible for you to access that course for free. The third step is the step where your working group will play an active role. So gather information and give your interpretation of which are the main features, the main aspects that represent the spirit, the cultural spirit of the Ulyanovsk region. And I will share with you the guideline that we have prepared. And of course, those guidelines will require your group to prepare some insights about the city, town, architectural and historical and cultural points of interest, itineraries, custom, traditions, local festivities, gastronomic speciality, and so on and so forth. You better than me, of course, know which are the main features of your identity. We would like also to invite to consider what we call the human capital or culture, human cultural capital of your region. So that part of the cultural structure of your region that it is the most interesting from our point of view, and also sometimes is the most weak, and that it's a subject there is to get loose forever. Here in Florence, we have a lot of examples of human cultural capitals and assets that have been lost forever because of the lack of knowledge. And so we would like to avoid. So we will ask also to give some insights about artisan production, typical cultural products and producer of your region. Last stage will be the international festival in Florence in November 2025 and 26, where we will gather all the cultural storytelling from the participating institution in that project. And they will be presented in Florence. Of course, this is the first edition, and considering what's happened in the past month, this festival has been conceived in an hybrid version. I mean, participants can take part in presence in Florence if they have the possibility to visit our city and take part in presence to the festival. But it will be also possible to participate as we are doing right now online. So for that edition, that first edition, we adopt this hybrid version. But in any cases, we are sure that this will be an ideal worldwide intersection of cultural identities, nurturing the desire of knowledge, respect, and dialogue, and prompting the post-pandemic travel for values, for territorial resilience and the cohesiveness. We are confident that at the end of that experience, the participants in these projects, we will have strengthened their sense of cultural belonging and awareness. We'll have the possibility of engage and involve local community in get visible and get promoted at the international level. We'll have the possibility to grant a cohesive territorial visibility and international level, and to contribute to the attractiveness of your region. And you will have the possibility to provide visitors with the right tools for interpret, understand your cultural identity. And at the last, give a contribution to create an income generating capacity of the local cultural expressions. So this is the a reminder of the festival Florence, the World in Florence, with the date November 2021, and this is the link where you can access other information. Again, which these are what we think could be the contribution of taking part in that project, and to to put into practice the capacity of contributing from the grassroots, from the level of common people like we all are, to give a help to our territory to be presented to visitors in the best and the more authentic and genuine way. We are all bearer of the traditions, of the identity of the place where we are. And we believe that it is a sort of civic duty to contribute by our own energy to preserve the identity of the place where we are through a better interpretation and communication of our identity. So this is the place where the festival will be held in November 25 and 26, 2021. And it is in the very core historical center of Florence. Just a few notes about one example of cultural storytelling produced by your colleagues from Georgia, from one university in Tbilisi, that decided to select an unknown region that they thought worthy to be discovered and to be promoted, Kvemokartli. So they did a very interesting storytelling of that region and put into light all the cultural aspects that they consider as authentic and worthy to be presented at the international level. This is the working group from Georgia, but we are gathering many other works, and all those works will be displayed first in a special section of our Life Beyond Tourism portal, and then in Florence physically in November 26, 25 and 26. I thank you again for your attention, and I close presentation right now.
Спасибо за очень интересную информацию.
Thank you very much, Mr. Giametti, for a very interesting report. We are very much interested in provide a very good product. We have a lot of things to share, and a very good example that gave us to showing the France. I would like to remind you that in the Resident Hotel, you can visit the photo exhibition, Florence in the World and World in Florence. And if you have any questions, dear participants, to our partners, you are more than welcome to ask them. You just send the emoji with a hand, and we'll be more than happy to answer these questions and to forward these questions to our experts. So, and if we have no questions so far, so there are some remarks in the chat. So we have some remarks from participants. Thank you very much. The participants write that it was very interesting. As we can see, it is written in the chat room. Once again, thank you very much, Mrs. Carlotta Del Bianco, Mr. Simone Giametti. We are very happy to cooperate with you. We'll keep in touch, and see you someday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, we will keep in touch in coming days with Miss Kiro, but also with Madam Ivshina, because again, This meeting started with a very pleasant surprise, reminding our common experience in the past, thanks to Katerina Yurevna. So, and I will care in keeping the director and all the staff informed and answer promptly to all the questions that they will produce in order to get in November and to exhibit in Florence a very exciting presentation of the Ulyanovsk capital of culture identity. Thank you again very much, and
Спасибо большое.
I will look forward from the further steps.
Спасибо всем.
До
Thank you very
свидания,
much.
до свидания, счастливо.
До свидания.